Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Professor Hassan and you are watching my channel Professor Hassan Hamayo. Difference between probability and proportion is a very important question for every interview for PPSC, FPSC, KPPSC and SPSC exam. Dear students, if you want to join my sessions, written test and interview, you can join me. My numbers are given on the whiteboard. You can just give me the message. Let's start. Male or female, Muslim or non-Muslim, rich or poor, servant or honor, teacher or student, everyone is interested to know what will happen in future. Will I pass the written test or not? Will it rain today? Will Australia win the match against South Africa? Who will win the World Cup? Will I get this job? Will my mother cook biryani today or not? Will my father give me the gift of watch on my birthday? In all these questions, the numerical quantity is involved for getting the chances of occurrence for future, and that is called probability. Probability gives us the numerical quantity of occurring of an event, of an outcome for the future. Probability is used for prediction for future outcomes, whereas proportion tells us the relationship between a part, which is called sample, and the total. I will give you some examples and that will be cleared in your mind. For example, example number 1, you have a box and there are balls. Red are 7, black are 2 and white is 1. There are 10 balls in a box, 7 are red, 2 are black and 1 is white. And if you want to pick a ball at random and you want to know how many chances are there for getting the red ball, that will be probability of red will be 7 by 10, it will be 0.7, it will be 70%. We are obtaining the chances for future, that will be 70%. And what is proportion? If I say the proportion of red balls in the box is 7 by 10, 0.7 or 70%, it is showing the existence of the portion of red balls out of total. The relationship between a part which is red, which is 7, and the total which is 10. The proportion of red balls is 7. It is not prediction for future. A very, very important concept. If we toss a coin, there is the probability of head, it is 1 by 2, it is 50%. Probability of tail is also 1 by 2, it is 50% chances. If I toss a coin, there are 50% chances for getting head as well as tail. Another example, there are 100 students in a class. Girls are 70, girls are 80, boys are 20. If you select a student at random, what is the probability of getting a girl? That will be probability. Probability of girl is 80 by 100, 0.8, 80%, and probability of boy will be 20%. And now what is the portion? What is the proportion? What is the proportion of the girls in the class? That is 80 by 100, 0.8, 80%. But we are not predicting, we are not finding the chances for future. And who will win today's match? There are 90% chances for Afghanistan and 10% for Bangladesh, for example. It is based on the historical data and we are making the conclusions for the future. Will I pass the written test? We will make the probability. We will take the help of the probability. And portion tells us the relationship only. There are 1000 voters in a colony and 900 are voting for candidate A and 100 are voting for B. So proportion of A will be 900 over 1000. That is showing the relationship between the part and the total. Must comment on today's lecture. Assalamu alaikum.